everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
Today we're playing around with the durian fruit. The durian fruit is an Asian fruit. It's considered an exotic fruit. Some of you may have seen it, some of you may have even eaten it. Now my family's only tried this a couple of times, but because it's good for us, we want to try to acquire a taste for it. The problem with the durian fruit is it's very high in sulfur, so it has a little bit of a stinky smell, so it kind of turns people off sometimes. However, it's very rich and creamy, and it has a very custard-like texture. So we're going to play with it today. We're going to be making two things. First, we're going to make a pudding, and then we're going to have a few bites of that, and then we're going to make durian chips with this, which you won't be able to see until, the following day. I'll post some pictures for you. So for that, like Cecilia Smith, who wanted to have some extra things for her dehydrator, this can be one of those things. So the durian is wonderful in vitamins and minerals. It has copper, manganese, magnesium, thiamine, B's in it, like B6s, which is really good for the production of serotonin. It's that feel-good kind of hormone that we produce, chemical that we produce in our mind. So let's cut this bad boy open and get started. We're going to be using our Vitamix today. Everyone's familiar with good old Champion Vitamix. So when it looks hard, but it's actually kind of soft, if you can see how it kind of gives a little bit. So we're going to start with it's kind of spiky, but it's also kind of soft. So I'm going to start cutting, so you keep your hands away. And I'm going to make a cut right around where I can see there's a little bit of a bubble. Because this fruit is in segments on the inside. Okay, and then I'm going to break away. Let me just move this coconut for you. And then I'm going to break it open here so we can actually see, and I can smell the sulfur already. Okay, has a little bit of an odor to it, but it's actually not that bad. Just do this a little bit more for us, and there we go. There's the durian fruit inside. Please don't. Yeah, I'm going to try some of that.
That's very bad.
It smells very bad. Well, we want to be honest about it. We want to get people to try it, but let's just take a section of this out. So here we go, and they have seeds in them. So I'm going to break this open. It actually has a very sweet smell to it. So then I can take the seed out, just like that. Remove the seed, and we don't need to keep the seeds. So we're going to toss those. And then we're just going to put the durian in our blender. And we're going to keep going. We're going to take them all out. Do you want to try it just like this, or do you want to wait till I make a pudding with it?
It feels nasty.
Huh?
It feels nasty.
It smells nasty. Hey, right out of the mouth of the honest 3-year-old. So I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to keep taking these seeds out so I can process this into a pudding. And I'll talk about some of the other ingredients that we're going to be adding to our pudding. And I can see where the other pot is, so I'm going to cut right along here. And open that other pot. It's a little bit of work to get to it, but hey, I love food, so here we go. We got another seed in here.
Mr. Seeds.
Yeah. So it is, I can smell the sweetness of it, so it does have a wonderfully sweet aroma on top of that, that sulfur smell. This is a little bit messy, but I'm actually enjoying it being messy. You can see right where I cut right through that. I'm trying to get this whole thing out here. Look at the seeds inside, that's interesting.
Well,
so you can see the actual nut meat inside of the seed. Very cool.
pretty cool, guys.
Very cool, guys, huh?
If I had it.
You want that? You want that part? Do you like the smell of this?
Feels nasty.
It does smell a little stinky. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's one more pod in here I want to get to, so I'm gonna cut it open this direction. You can tell there's some more fruit in there, and I'm gonna get to that.
That feels nasty.
Aleena, can you go get me that towel on the counter over there? I need a hand towel. Okay, so we basically have all of our durian out. Now I'm going to wipe my hands up. So one of the things I'm going to add to the coconut, to the durian is coconut. So I'm going to show you guys a different technique that I use to open up the coconut as well. Just clean up some of this counter here.
Mommy, there was a bug on there when I was passing
I
down.
know, there's bugs sometimes. So we're got some vanilla powder. I'm going to add 2. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of agave. You don't have to add the sweetener if you don't want to, but I do. So I'm going to shave the top of this coconut off.
Yummy.
I know, huh? But we're going to use the coconut in our pudding.
I want some.
So my Asian Market's grand opening special, they had these coconuts on sale for 90 cents a piece, so I bought an entire case. So you can look right around the outside edge of this coconut. You can see where it starts to come to the edge of the coconut, and that's where I want to put the tip of my knife. So I'm just going to kind of crack it open, and the whole top will come right off there, and that's what I want. Now I'm not using the water for this recipe, so I'm going to pour it off. And I'll use this in my smoothie for later today that I'm going to take with me to work so that I have something to eat. And then I just simply take the meat, and that ain't going to make it into the blender, is it? I take the rest of the meat and I scrape it right out of the coconut, just using the back of a, just a regular spoon, and I just scrape it around inside of there. Make sure I get it all. Now you can put this durian straight into the dehydrator, kind of mash it around. I'm going to show you how that's done. You don't have to make a pudding out of it and then do it. But I wanted to try both recipes for my family to kind of see where we're at with this. Is that delicious? Now, it's going to get just a little bit loud in here because I need to blend a little bit. So, take my Vitamix top. This is going to be, we want that bowl for our pudding. Now I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to put it in this bowl here for some pudding.
Put any blueberries in
It's got a little bit of durian in it. Let's put that over there. Yeah, I am. I'm going to put some in a bowl so we can try it. Okay, just as the pudding.
the pudding.
Mm-hmm. Just by itself. And what I'm going to do is put some blueberries on it. Do you like blueberries?
Yeah.
Me too. We love our blueberries. And I'm going to pinch a little bit of cinnamon on that, just for a little bit of extra flavor. Okay? Do you want Mommy to try it first, or do you want to try it first?
I want to try it first.
That's my brave girl. Okay? I got you a whole blueberry in there, and a little bit of...
Yummy.
Is that yummy? Well, there we go. We got one approval. Yep, it's good. It still has that a little bit of a smell that you can smell, but it's very sweet and it has a wonderful creamy texture to it. She went to go get her own spoon. Okay, so I love it with that cinnamon, by the way. That cinnamon goes really well with it. I'm going to use the rest of this, and I love it. I love the fact that she's loving that. I'm going to use the rest of it, and I'm going to put it on this dehydrator sheet, and I'm going to make a big sheet out of it. See how that works out. too. We're gonna have to let Big Sister try it over there too, huh? And I'm just gonna spread this out. I'm gonna try to get it as even as I can. And then I'll break it up after it's all the way dry. I'll break it up into different sized chips and whatnot. And I'll make a chocolate pudding dip to dip the chips in. And see how that goes and kind of give you guys an update on that. Chowing down on that durian pudding. Okay, so does durian get a thumbs up for you, Aleena?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there I go. I just spread it around a little bit, made it a little bit even so I don't have any thin spots. Try to get it as even as I can. And then I'm going to dehydrate this probably for about maybe 3 hours on one side, and then I'm going to flip it over, peel away the Paraflex sheet, and dehydrate it maybe for another 8 to 10 hours. I don't want it super hard, but I want it pretty crispy. So I'll give you an update on that, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. If you have any questions, you can always email me, and most of you have my phone number that you can call me. See you later. Say bye.
Bye.